Yeah.
That Usyk guy is talented. He's so talented. He's so small for a heavyweight too. He's nonstop movement and his footwork and everything. It's so different than anybody else. Joshua didn't know what to do with him.
Tyson Fury may have faced giants, but Joe Rogan believes Usyk is the puzzle he's never solved until now. Simon Jordan discusses the physical toll the first fight took on Oleksandr Usyk. He highlights how Usyk had to work significantly harder due to the size disadvantage against Tyson Fury. Jordan mentions a pivotal moment in the fight when Usyk was caught by a strong uppercut in the 6th round, leading to Fury dominating rounds 4 to 7. Despite this, Usyk displayed remarkable resilience, recovering effectively and finding a second win to regain control in later rounds.
What they both put on there, and you know, whoever won or lost that fight, or whoever felt they won or lost that fight, it was a tough fight. So you have to, you straight away you get that respect. You gain
Both
that
of them
respect.
know it was a tough fight.
Yeah, of course
you
they
gain
do.
that respect.
Yeah.
I will definitely say that Usyk would have had to work a lot harder than Tyson Fury because of the size disadvantages, the size advantage in Fury's favour. Without a doubt, like Usyk would have had to.
Tyson Fury discusses the aftermath of his high-stakes bout with Oleksandr Usyk, drawing comparisons to his earlier draw with Deontay Wilder. He highlights how close decisions are a natural part of boxing, where fights on such a competitive level can go either way. While acknowledging the loss to Usyk, Fury respects the split decision, noting that it reflects the judge's perspective, not Usyk's influence.
Might be a weird question. Were you more kind of, if you was disappointed, were you more disappointed after the Wilder draw as opposed to the loss to Usyk in a way?
No, I wasn't. No. Again, both of them quite close. So, if it's close, then you can always expect it to go either draw or the opposite way. And at the end of the day, he won a split decision, so fair play to the guy. You know, he didn't make a judging decision, did he? If I'd have got the decision, fair play to me. He won it by a fraction of a cat's whisker. That's it.
Joe Rogan highlights the technical gap in the heavyweight division, contrasting Joshua's reliance on physicality with Usyk and Lomachenko's elite Soviet-style skills, honed under Lomachenko's father.
He's a heavyweight, and the heavyweights were never really that good in terms of that kind of technique. It's like you need it at like middleweight and light heavyweight because everyone's super talented and technical. When you get up to the heavyweight division, guys it tends to be like a lower bar, you know, and so when you have an elite athlete like Joshua who's like fast and knockout power, he can excel without having the kind of technique that a guy like Lomachenko and Usyk were trained by the same guy. They were both trained by Lomachenko's father. So they both have extreme technique. And then you have Bivol and Bitter Beef that just fought. Same thing, both like super Soviet style boxing, and you go, whoa, like this is technique, like really, really high level technique.
Johnny Nelson elaborates on the unpredictable nature of boxing as the fight date approaches. He explains that the mental and physical strain of preparing for a fight can lead to unexpected challenges. Fighters might experience injuries, illnesses, or second thoughts, which could affect their readiness or willingness to proceed.
You've got to understand the psyche of a fighter. You've got to understand what goes on in training camp. You don't understand, shit, I've got to step in there again with this guy that did X, Y, Z to me. You know, and these are all the things. As it gets closer to the fight, that's when reality kicks in. That's when accidents happen. You get cut, you hurt our hand, we get a bellyache, we buck our toe. So let's just wait and see.
Tyson Fury reflects on the pivotal 9th round of his fight against Usyk, where Usyk scored a decisive 10-8. Fury believes this round was critical in determining the outcome, as it gave Usyk the edge needed to secure the win. Despite initially thinking he had won the fight, Fury acknowledges that the judge's decision was influenced by the 9th round and accepts that nothing could have changed the result after that point.
Round 9, and probably that's what swung him the fight. I don't think whatever I would have done after that round 9, it would have been any different. I know they give him round 11 and they give me round 12. If I'd have won round 11, it still wouldn't have been a draw. It got the decision anyway because the round 9 was a 10-8 and it was like a highlight of the fight.
Joe Rogan highlights how the fight between Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk showcased the importance of elite technique in boxing. Rogan emphasizes that while Joshua is a remarkable physical specimen with solid skills, he couldn't match Usyk's superior technical mastery. Usyk's precise combinations and constant movement left Joshua unable to adapt, exposing the difference between great physicality and elite level boxing technique.
Fight. It made me realize the importance of technique because Joshua is a real physical specimen.
And has great technique too.
Yeah. But he doesn't have that elite level of technique that Usyk had, and you could see the combinations, the way he was throwing punches. He just didn't have an answer to it because he's never been exposed to that level of technique.
Adam Smith emphasizes Tyson Fury's natural advantages, including his reach and jab, as key factors in his potential success. However, he stresses that Fury's ability to win hinges on whether he still has the conditioning and footwork to compete at his best. Adam also acknowledges Oleksandr Usyk's adaptability and brilliance, which make him a formidable opponent.
I say the best version of Tyson Fury, in my eyes, Oleksandr Usyk has proved himself to beat Tyson Fury and Joshua a couple of times. So let's take the heavyweight side out a little bit. What's Fury got to do? Of course, any fighter at that elite level can get it right on the night. And Fury could just get that jab going beautifully. As Spencer mentioned, the uppercut, he's got fantastic reach advantage. He's still got, it's all about the legs. If he's still got the legs, he can win rounds here. But Usyk, and he is, because he's got that natural size advantage.
Joe Rogan analyzes Tyson Fury's fight against Oleksandr Usyk, emphasizing Fury's size, reach, and precise jab, which gave him an early advantage. However, as the fight progressed, Fury's slowing pace allowed Usyk to adapt and turn the tide, showcasing Usyk's endurance and tactical skill. Tyson Fury emphasizes that he doesn't make excuses for his losses, highlighting his personal accountability. He respects Oleksandr Usyk as a worthy opponent, praising him as a God-fearing family man, and congratulates him and his team on their victory with genuine sportsmanship.
All you see is me getting knocked around sideways for about 30 seconds. And that wasn't the fight, do you know what I mean? But that's what they're using, so fair play to him. Fair play to Usyk and his family and everybody else. Congratulations. And if I was to be beat by anybody, I'm happy it's Usyk, because he's a God-fearing Christian and he's a family man. So fair play to the guy. You talk.
Johnny Nelson expresses doubts about Tyson Fury's scheduled fight on December 21st, emphasizing that he wouldn't bet on the fight happening. While he wishes for the fight to take place, his skepticism stems from his understanding of the sport and its unpredictability. Nelson clarifies that his doubts are not meant to discourage or undermine the event, but are rooted in realism based on past experiences and circumstances surrounding major boxing matches.
Change. So let's have the conversation when it gets to the month of December. 2 weeks before, and then I'll say, you know what, I didn't think you'd get to this point because of all the reasons I said originally.
Lennox Lewis describes Tyson Fury as an up-and-down fighter who is currently in a challenging phase but capable of bouncing back. For the rematch against Oleksandr Usyk, Lennox advises Fury to start strong from the first round and maintain momentum. He highlights the need for focus, preparation, and consistent effort throughout the fight.
First fight was an amazing fight. You had two great heavyweights up there, undefeated. There can only be one champion. It's one winner, and we found out it was Oleksandr Usyk. But for Tyson, you know, he can look back at the fight. He's an up and down fighter where, you know, sometimes he's down, sometimes he's up. Right now he's down, but he's pretty focused on getting back up. So he needs to go in there and, you know, get the job going, get working from round one.
Adam Smith discussed the unpredictability of heavyweight boxing, suggesting potential for knockdowns or stoppages in the rematch. He noted that many may favor Usyk due to the first fight, but highlighted Fury's advantages, particularly his footwork, and questioned if Fury can return to his best form.
Down this time. Could Fury get a stoppage? Could Usyk even get a stoppage? Or, as most people think, will it go the distance? And which way will the judges feel? I think it's close. It's a close one to call. I think probably the majority will go with Usyk just because he won the first fight. But Fury has got so many advantages too. I think one thing that could come into play is Fury's legs. What is still left there with Tyson Fury? Is he as good as he once was? Can he be as good again?
Andy Lee claimed that Tyson Fury feels no significant pressure ahead of the rematch. He explained that Fury will give his best effort, and if it isn't enough, he will accept a loss to a worthy opponent without shame.
Who lets pressure get to him? But is there pressure going into this rematch?
I don't think there's any real pressure. I don't think there's pressure. No, I don't think so. I don't think he sees it that way. He's going to do his best. If it's good enough, it'll be good enough, he'll win. If it's not good enough, then he knows he's lost, and to a good man. There's no shame, there's no pressure.
Shane Fury highlighted Tyson's simple strategy of either moving forward or boxing defensively. He suggested a blend of both approaches while emphasizing the importance of Tyson achieving peak fitness to deliver a strong performance.
He has seemed to let pressure get to him, but you feel like there's more pressure on this fight because there's more question marks around what's going to happen, how he's going to approach it.
Listen, there's not really much you can approach. You either go forward or you box backwards. If you can do a little bit of the both, it's a good start. And listen, he's just got to get fit, strong, and he'll do what he needs to do, Tyson. And that's the main thing. Send him out fit.
During the press conference, Tyson Fury promised a strong performance, reflecting on his narrow win and emphasizing the need for greater focus. He believes that maintaining his strategy with added concentration will secure victory.
Just looking to put on a great fight again. You know, it was very close last time. He got it by a point. A little bit more focus, a little bit more lack of complacency, and I should do the job what I need to do. You know, it's nothing drastic has to change. A bit more the same, a little bit more focus, like I say, and I will be victorious.
On the other hand, Oleksandr Usyk stated that he doesn't depend on traditional motivation. Instead, his disciplined regimen and focus drive him, which he feels is sufficient for the task ahead.